Good morning. You know the sort of game I play. Any short hole, awkward hole or hole littered with hazards, I'm always looking to put loft in my hand and increase my chances of getting a par. Well, with my handicap, that's exactly what I must do. I must play tedious, boring, careful golf and get a long string of pars. But am I missing out on birdies, or is there too much risk and little reward? Second hole, driver, let's find out. Do you ever get the feeling that what you are doing just isn't right? I've got to hug this left hand side so tightly just to keep the ball in play. It's not right. Well, I hope the camera saw that against the sky, because I didn't see a damn thing. And I think it's fair to say in summer I might have got into bother here on the right. Being soft, at least I've got it. 5-iron to a green, I can't see. That's possibly one of the best 5-irons I've ever hit. Thank goodness for that. So my putt for birdie here isn't because I took a risk with the driver, it's because I hit a exceptionally good mid-iron. I feel like I've got away with it rather than... Yeah, great. The fourth hole. I've only ever hit driver down here once, and that was 32 years ago with a golf society. My first ever visit, 17 handicap, so of course I'm going to hit driver. Looks a bit tight for me now that I've got a little bit of experience behind me, but this is the video. Let's hit driver. Well, at least I can see the green this time, and that's a start. I brought a second ball just in case I foul up. Feel a bit more comfortable over this, and a decent one just for a change. Do you want to come down? Yeah. Well, I've finished on the wintergreen. Can I putt out from here? Just drop it off and then take my lift clean in place. I did spot a wintergreen with a divot in, and you think, what a silly thing to do. You should have dropped it off. Anyway, 57. So I am closer than normal, but I fear that in the summer, with me having to hit left away from the water on the right, that ball would have bounced down that slope on the left and possibly into some sort of bother. Now you'll notice that the stroke indexes of these risk-reward holes are quite high, so I don't get shots on them. That's quite possibly why I play boring golf on these holes rather than aggressive. But having said that, we move on to number 10 now. Now I always play aggressive here because it is that bit shorter, and a decent drive gets up towards the front edge of the green where I've got the reward. But at this time of year, especially as I'm not driving it particularly well, I can't quite get close enough, but I'm happy enough that I can get far enough up here that I am beyond the trees. So this is one risk I'm prepared to take, especially as you can see how wide it is. I just went clean underneath that, as you do. So I've got one of these to get up near the hole to get my par. So risk and reward is about picking your spot. And with me not having the shots, if you're a lower handicapper, sometimes the risk just isn't worth it. Now the sunlight right into the camera lens has defeated this. I'd never hit driver here, but we're going with driver. and we're straightened trees on the right. There's no reward over there. 3 off the tee. Let's try again. We've got to keep going for our aggressive golf. That's another one in there. You see, the shot is just too intimidating. It is too narrow on driver distance. So I'll revert to my normal 3 hybrid. That's fine. 98 up the hill. There's a green there somewhere, I promise you. There we go, sun behind us, camera can focus. So you can see why you shouldn't hit driver. I got 2 balls in those bushes on the left, and you can't find them in there because it goes steeply downhill into a ditch. Even if you could see the ball, you couldn't climb down and get it. So this hole was just all risk and 0 reward. And I have seen somebody in a competition that I was playing with play exactly like this. Well, let's stay aggressive. This is number 14. Now, back in the spring playing with my lads without a camera, a lovely drive down here, and I thought, oh, let's try a 3-wood second shot. And I absolutely flushed it and never saw it again. I think I hit it so far it went into the rubbish behind the 15th tee rather than hitting the bank and turning right and heading for the green. Shall we? Look at the difference on driving on a hole where you're not intimidated by the hole. Perfect mid-flight fade. I think the green's over there somewhere. So it's 3-wood, slapped. So this time I can't lose it. See, I think I lost the ball behind me there in those bushes which protect the back of the 15th tee. Now if we wait patiently enough, Shot Tracer might actually bring this ball down, even though it landed quite a few seconds ago. Yeah, perhaps I ought to try this in the summer when it's actually dry and I can lose the ball with my second shot. Never par. Last hole. You've seen me hit 3-wood down here, 5-wood, 3 hybrid, everything except driver. Now my second visit here in a Golf Society day, I was off a handicap of 8. I hit driver down here, about 20 yards short of the green. Ground was firm, it was summer, chipped it on, 4-foot birdie putt, thank you very much. But since I've been here as a member, there's a big stand of trees there, there's a big fence behind it. You see people taking driver here, they're hitting the patio, they're hitting the clubhouse, and last week somebody hit the pro shop, which I don't know how they did it, but it must have been a hell of a good shot to hit the pro shop. Yeah, you probably couldn't do it by design, never mind by accident. Anyway, now on the channel I've sometimes thought, go on, hit the driver down here just for the channel. And I thought, well, no, that's not what my channel is about. But this is about risk and reward. So let's take a little risk and see if we get any reward. Ta-ra. Well, no birdie today because I slapped that. I didn't want to hit it, and it's left me in kind of like no man's land between clubs. Let's see if I can take some yardage off this gap wedge. never in doubt.